Sometimes the snowbirds out there leave paradise a little too soon and drive back north to find wintry conditions on the road and then some. Here is Ed Morse, the CEO of Ed Morse Automotive Group, with a little advice to not only get there but make it back safely, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, big difference when you're talking about leaving this kind of weather and going up north, and some people just don't prepare for it, right?
Unfortunately, they don't, but it's one of the easiest things you can do to make sure you and your family are safe.
All right, let's talk about those tips right away. If you're driving up to New York State, for instance, you know, you might see some snow. What can they do right away to get prepared?
Number one thing you could do is check your tires. Tire pressure is very important. A lot of the newer vehicles nowadays have tire pressure monitoring systems that will let you know if you're running low on air. But some of the older models don't. So you need to come in and make sure you check the tire pressure.
I even like to have a backup gauge just in case for the computer system.
Absolutely.
All right. While you're driving, you might not want to put on a certain something when you're driving on snowy, icy conditions, right?
Sir, as far as tires go?
As far as cruise control goes.
Well, cruise control, you absolutely never want to use in that situation. You want to make sure you have control of your vehicle at all times. Cars are incredibly safe right now, but me personally, I would rather rely on myself than the vehicle to take care of me.
Gotcha. So those are some safety tips, but if people are making a long drive back, it's always important to get enough sleep. People think they want to be heroes. I can get there and then I'll sleep there, but you don't advise that at all.
Definitely not, especially if you're driving with children or your family or your loved ones. You want to, take a break halfway through the trip. Stay at a hotel, get some sleep. You want to make sure you're perfectly alert when you're driving in conditions like that.
Yeah, hotel room a lot cheaper than a crash total car and injuries to boot. Absolutely. So, all right, before you leave, make a pit stop, making sure everything's in tip-top shape. What should you be looking at? You said tire pressure, things like that, but what else?
Tires, absolutely. You want to be fluids, your oil. You want to, everything that you would normally do, maintenance on a vehicle, you want to get checked out before you do it. Now, a lot of people don't like to do that by themselves, but if you want to bring your vehicle to any one of my dealerships, we'll absolutely take care of that for you.
All right, speaking of that, since I have you here, let's talk shop a little bit.
Yes.
If someone's in the market for a new car, we do studies here and there, but when is the best time to buy in the year?
Usually, I would say right about now, springtime. It's when, especially if you're going to lease a car, the residual values are much higher now. Over the summer months when newer models starting to come out, those residual values tend to start to decrease. So right now is one of the best times to buy.
Okay, all right. And manufacturers are giving out rebates, there's incentives. Is that all dependent on the week or the day?
No, it's not that. It's dependent on if you're a military family, if you're a college graduate. A lot of times manufacturers have loyalty programs or conquest programs if they're trying to get somebody out of a certain brand. The manufacturer programs are changing all the time, but we always have something, and the best way to find it is give me a call.
Okay. And keep it safe if you're driving back up, snowbirds. You heard it here
Please
first.
do.
All right, Mr. Morse, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.